Welcome to another video. In this, we will talk about what are memory leaks in Java. We will demonstrate using static field example, and also we'll see how we can prevent the memory leaks. The main benefit of Java is its automated memory management. All the memory management is automated in Java using garbage collector. Garbage collector is a process in Java which runs periodically, or JVM decides when to run the garbage collector. And what it does is it will check the heap memory and will see if any unused and unreferenced objects or components are available. It will remove those and reclaim the memory for other objects in the application. Garbage collector is effectively doing the memory management, but still it is not 100% sure that it will handle all the memory leakings. So what exactly is a memory leak? So objects which are no longer required and present in heap and garbage collector is unable to remove them, those are known as memory leaks. So in this image you can see we have two types of object present in heap, unreferenced objects and referenced objects. So the objects which are actually referenced but unused, that means there is some reference present for those objects but they are actually not getting used somewhere, so those are staying in the heap stale. Those are the main reason of memory leak. So you can see this red highlighted area, that is where actually the memory leak occurs. The most common causes of memory leaks in Java are excessive use of static members, unclosed resources, improper equals and hash code implementations, excessive session creation, and poorly written custom data structures. There can be some other causes as well, but these are the most common causes of memory leaks. So in this video, we will target on the excessive use of static members. So static members, as we have already discussed in our previous Java videos, that static members are not associated with any of the objects. So if an object is created and destroyed, that has no relation with the static member or static variables present in the class. Static members have the lifespan of almost application. So whenever class is loaded into the JVM, at that time all those static members are allocated memory and they will remain in the memory until the class loader itself become eligible for the garbage collection. Now let's check how the excessive use of static members can lead to the memory leaks in Java with an example. Now to analyze the heap memory usage, we will be using one tool which is JVisualVM. So you can find this tool available in your JDK installation, and inside bin directly you will find this specific exe. You just need to execute it. It will load Java Visual VM for you. So this is the tool provided by Oracle with the JDK itself. So it will list down what all JVMs are currently running on your system. Here you can see one Eclipse which is running, which is part of Spring STS. So that I can see here. So whenever I run my program, that will also list down here. So this is the class which we'll be using to test the memory leaks using static variable. So let's define a list which is static in nature. So this is how we need to define its instance variable. Let's import the required packages. Okay. Now after that, this is my main method from which the program execution will be started. Now let's create a method populate list. This method does not return anything, but it will populate this list instance variable by adding some objects of double in it. Now using this for loop, we'll try to create around 10 million objects of double and try to add them in this specific list. Here you can see we have created the instance variable as static. Now in our main method, we'll create an object and call this populate list method. Now to understand it better, let's try to add few system.out.println statements as debug points. So I have added these three system out println statements, one at the beginning of the program and one inside the populate list, and the last one after the execution of populate list function. I have also added the breakpoints because we will be running this program in the debug mode. Now, between checkpoint 1 and 2, I am expecting the heap memory to be increasing at a very high rate. And once the execution is exited from the populate list, we will try to perform the GC and see how it is working. Now I'm running this program in the debug mode. Right click, debug as Java application. So it will stop at the first breakpoint. Let's move to the next step. And you can see here in the parallel also in Java Visual VM, one more entry is available for the test static memory leaks. This is the class we are currently running. Okay, now double click on that to connect to this specific JVM itself, and now you can see we are connected to it and we can see all the JVM related details for this specific process which is currently running. So as of now, let's go to monitors and see how the memory is behaving. So in the heap you can see this is the maximum memory and this blue line is the used memory. You can see from these legends as well. Now let's move to the second step where object will be created, and now we will see an increase in heap usage here in this specific graph as the objects around 10 million objects will be created. So I am expecting a steep increase in the memory. As you can see in the graph, the memory is getting increased. So now you can see it has created all the objects which using this for loop, and now you will see the memory will be stabilizing at this specific point, the memory usage. So as it is a static list, and when this populate list method execution is completed and we try to perform the GC from here itself, and then we will see the change in heap memory. So we are not expecting a drastic change here because as we have used this as a static variable, so this will act as a memory leak here because this list will not be garbage collected because this is not related to any object as it's a static, so it will have lifetime as same as of this application. Now let's move to the next step. Now it is outside the populate list method, and if I try to perform GC, I'm not expecting much drop in the heap usage. There will be a small drop, but it will not be a big drop. So this means that this specific static list is still available in the memory. It will only go once this application is unloaded from the JVM itself. Now let's complete the execution of this program, and in the next we will drop the static keyword. So now the execution is completed, so this relevant process is no longer available. Now instead of static, let's remove the static keyword as it is, and we will perform all the same steps. Now I'm debugging this program as Java application. So once the process is started, you will see a process here also in Visual VM. Here let's try to monitor the heap now. So now no objects is created yet, so you can see heap usage is fine. Let's step ahead and move to the populate list, and now we will again see a rise in heap memory usage, as the objects are getting created or the list is getting populated for around 10 million objects. So here you can see it is increasing. Now it will become stable once the object creation is complete. Then that list will reside in the memory for some time until this populate list method is in scope. So it is still creating the objects. Now we can see object creation is complete. It is moved to the checkpoint 2. Now if we move outside this populate list and I perform GC from GC is the garbage collection. So if I perform GC from Java Visual VM, then I'm expecting a drastic decrease in heap usage because now this list is not static, so it is associated with this object only. So once this population is complete and it is going outside the populate list method, so all the memory will be reclaimed by the garbage collector. Now let's move to the next step. As now we are outside the populate list method, I'll perform GC here, and you can see the memory drops completely because this whole list variable, which is non-static, reclaimed by the garbage collector because it is non-static. So you can see how using excessive static variables can cause a major memory leakage in your Java application. And this memory leakage will eventually result into out of memory error, which will be fatal for the application, and application will crash. This visual VM tool is very useful. We can perform GC, we can see the CPU, heap, permgen, even the classes loaded and threads, currently running threads as well. Also, we can generate the heap dump of the currently running Java process as well. We can have a separate session for tools like Java Visual VM or JConsole to see how we can monitor or debug the memory related issues. Now let's see how to prevent memory leaks in Java. Do not create unnecessary objects. Only create the objects when it is required. Avoid using string concatenation and instead start using string builder for the string concatenation operations or requirements. Do not store a massive amount of data in any session. Time out the sessions when no longer used, because having session for a long time and having multiple session objects, that can also lead to the memory leaks. Avoid the use of static objects because they live in the entire life of application by default. So as we have seen in our hands-on example also, try to avoid using static objects as much as possible. But if you want to use it, so it is better to set the reference to null explicitly so that garbage collector can reclaim the memory. And always close the resources like result set, statements, connection objects in the finally block, or starting from Java 7 you can use try with the resources. In that way actually you don't need to explicitly close the resources. It becomes JVM's responsibility to close the resources as well. So you can use try with resources to minimize the memory leaks in Java, which is related to resources. So that's it for this video. In our other videos, we will try to cover Java memory management and various other tools which we can use to identify or debug the Java memory related issues. So if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. And in case of any suggestion, please do comment. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.